Hola, amigos. What's going on? YouTube is right here. Long time no see. I haven't put myself in front of the camera in a very long time. So right here, obviously, right back at it again with a new video. I want to talk about Hell in a Cell, obviously. Pay-per-view just ended a couple hours ago. I watched Walking Dead and Comic Book Men before I decided to make this video. So here we go. Just going to get into the details for everything that happened. First match of the night was John Cena's US Open Challenge. He came out, said he was going to cut a promo. You know what? I'm not going to cut a promo. Just bring whoever's out. Let's just get this going. Zeb Coulter came out. I'm thinking Jack Swagger, maybe? No, he comes out. He's like, oh, we all got to band together and we need a new U.S. champion, and it's going to be this guy. And then, boom, Alberto Del Rio. Yes, Alberto Del Rio is back in the WWE. There was rumors a couple weeks ago, or I would say about a month, 2 months ago, a couple months ago actually, that he wanted to come back, or that WWE was looking to get him back because they just thought he would have been a good asset to the company. Excuse me. I think it was a good choice. I mean, I know he had that problem when he hit someone in the back and got fired immediately for it, blah blah blah. But I'm sure what's done is done. He was obviously in the wrong for it, but even though I always felt like Del Rio was shoved down our throats when he first came up on the scene, I felt like he was a workhorse. I felt like he was a great in-ring person, and his character was amazing. And so him coming back is great. And sure enough, Del Rio won clean. He beat Cena clean. The match was kind of weird. I felt like Cena just didn't want to do it. I think a lot of people noticed that. He just kind of just let Del Rio kick him around a couple times, and then Cena tried to do some stuff, and Del Rio countered, and he made him look really strong, and Cena looked really weak, and they just kind of got beat pretty quickly. The backbreaker thing, it was the kick to the side, that how he beat Dolph for the world title last time he was here. Same thing almost, and he won. The crowd was cheering for him, obviously, because it's obviously because he has been there like over a year, so they're pretty happy to see him. They're cheering for him. Will he be a face or heel? We don't know yet, but we'll see how it goes tomorrow. Next up was the first of two Hell in a Cell matches. It was Roman Reigns versus Bray Wyatt. It's pretty good. For what's worth, a lot of table usage in my opinion. I think there was 4 tables used. Bray Wyatt countered a suplex, and he did that slam through a table outside the apron onto the outside of the area. Roman Reigns speared him through a table, which was cool because it wasn't through the table wasn't standing up. It was outside, so he speared him off the apron into by the side of the cell and through a table. That was pretty cool. There was a power run through a table in the middle of the ring. It's kind of a lot of table usage, a lot of candlestick usage, but I mean it was still a pretty cool match. Very weapon oriented, but it was pretty good. But Roman Reigns did win with a spear. So hopefully this ends their feud, because I'm sure you guys are kind of quite tired of the Wyatts versus the former Shield members, whether it be just Wyatt and Ambrose, and then became Wyatt and Reigns, and then they all got together again, and blah 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 blah. That's a lot over the last 2 years. Next up was the tag team titles were on the line. New Day defending against the Dudleys. It was pretty good. It was a pretty good match. The Dudleys did botch a move, which everyone obviously knows. Kofi did pay a little homage to Eddie Guerrero. They took Xavier Woods' trombone, which Xavier wasn't out there, so they brought the trombone with him in memory of him because he's at home injured or whatever. And he slammed it on the ground, threw it to Bubba, fell to the floor. The ref didn't believe it because he said he didn't see it. Whatever. So they keep going. Big E did. They check out for 3. Big E did hit Bubba with it, and while the ref wasn't looking, because he was turned away, and Kofi hit him with. Ooh, I'm sleepy. Kofi hit him with the move. Trouble in Paradise, and New Day retained. Next up was Charlotte versus Nikki Bella. This was actually a really good match. It was a really good match. All the other divas were brought from ringside, so it was just one-on-one. Nikki targeted Charlotte's back, and her knee, and Nikki's knee too. They just targeted body parts, and they just kept going at it. It was very brutal for being a divas match. Like I said, Nikki was hitting her with some hard moves. Charlotte took a lot of pain in that match. She did the Alabama slam onto the apron, and you saw her neck right here, between the shoulder blades, snap over the thing. It was pretty brutal. It was a pretty good match though. Charlotte did counter Nikki, tried to do the super backdrop reverse superplex at the top rope. She countered by flipping over and slamming her down, and then eventually won with the figure 8. So she retained as well. Next up was Rollins versus Kane for the title. Again, if Kane loses, he's no longer Corporate Kane, or can't be Corporate Kane because he'll lose his job as a director of operations. It was an okay match. It wasn't the greatest. I mean, obviously Rollins performed well. Rollins did retain, so it is what it is with that one. Next up was Kevin Owens versus Ryback for the IC title. It was a filler match between the two main events, kind of, so to speak, like, because the next match was Lesnar and Taker. Owens did retain as well. So there was 4 title matches in a row, and they all retained. So there's no new title changes. Last but not least, it's Taker versus Lesnar in the Hell in a Cell match. Put my phone down for a second. That match was great. Very brutal. Brock Lesnar got busted open like the first 2 minutes of the match. He was bleeding pretty bad. Taker eventually did also get busted open. Although I don't know if you guys saw it, if you guys watched it. I personally saw him do the blade job on camera. So it was pretty bad in that case. But it still was really good. Like, obviously the story between them over the last year and a half has been great. Very back and forth match. I did not know or pick a winner for this, to be quite honest, because it could have gone either way. Lesnar did win, but Taker went out like a man. One of the coolest things was something that you don't normally see when it comes to these big, crazy over-the-top spots in matches, was Lesnar ripped apart the ring and exposed the wood that's under the mat. It goes mat cover, blue mat cover with some white padding. It's kind of soft, not too soft. That still hurts. Trust me, I've been in a ring before. Those still kind of hurt. And then there's the wooden floor, just wood. That obviously keeps you there because it holds up all the weight. And he exposed that wood, and he tried to go for a move, and Taker chokeslammed on it. I thought he was going to chokeslam through it. A part of me was oh, he's about to go through that. That's going to be fucking cool. But he went on it. I'm still hurt still. Obviously, it's freaking hard ass wood. So that was pretty cool. Because again, you don't really see that happen as often, the ring getting torn apart like that. Because he really just wanted to hurt him. Lesnar did hit him with another F5, and he did win. So Lesnar did win. They are supposedly not fighting anymore. That's it. That's the end of the chapter of the book for them. No longer will they have another match. So Lesnar comes out on top. But that's not it. Taker tried to get up. People are clapping. I was clapping. I was like, thank you, Taker. This probably might be one of his last matches, because we all know that this is his last ride, no pun intended. This little run that he's been having this last year and a half, it's coming to an end probably. More than likely at WrestleMania next year will probably be his last match. That's my assumption, at least. I'm sure that's a lot of people's assumptions. But it wasn't the end of the pay-per-view. When he was trying to get up, because obviously he was beaten and battered and stuff, Bray Wyatt comes out. The whole Wyatt family comes out, actually, all of them, Luke Harper, Rowan, Strowman, and Wyatt. They surround the ring, and they beat the hell out of Taker. They just beat down beating an old pog, a beaten man while he's down. It was pretty cool though, because they carried him out like a cross, and they carried him out, and Wyatt's just laughing, and he's doing Wyatt crazy stuff, and the other three are carrying him out of the arena, in the dark, the lights went off, but it was one light just on them while they're carrying him out. So it's kind of cool. I'm assuming it's setting up for Survivor Series, because there was a lot of Survivor Series videos 25 years of Taker, which will be his 25th year here. So it's pretty cool. I'm pretty sure what's going to happen is Taker Kane maybe teaming up together with whoever, and then they're going to fight the Wyatt family. So that's pretty cool. I don't know who they team up with, but I can see that happening, because a couple house shows ago, I think it was last weekend or 2 weekends ago, Kane and Taker did actually team up. So it's set. I mean, obviously that kind of gives away and spoiled it, but it's going to happen. It's still going to be cool. I don't care. Brother Destruction coming back even for one more run is awesome. So that's pretty much it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, leave a like. And if you're new around these parts, please so comment, subscribe button. And as always, if there's ever a problem, just #Ration. Peace out.